This is the side of Japan no one shows you. 1,500 kilometers south of Tokyo are a set of tropical islands, and today we're going to be exploring one.
We are currently on the island of Okinawa in the city of Naha, and our plan is to escape this concrete jungle and head north to the secret side of the island. To best explore the northern part of the island, we need some sort of vehicle, a moped or a cube car. And this is what we call the Japanese cube car, what we'll be driving in for the next couple of days. They are just so unique. Nowhere else on earth you get a car just so flat and so flat at the front, but I love it. Ready to hit the road?
I sure am.
All right, let's hit the road.
Buckle up.
The journey begins now. All right, it's speaking Japanese to me. I don't know what that means. The cube has some power, doesn't she? What's that? Cookie? Okay.
7-Eleven cookie.
Oh, that's good.
That's good, right?
Yeah.
First time.
Let's check. Okay. We've just arrived at Taki waterfall. It's supposed to be like a 30-minute hike, like through rivers. It's supposed to be pretty intense, a bit of an adventure. So I was able to rent some water shoes here as well. So that was pretty useful. So I'm not going to get all my other shoes wet. We have begun the hike. We've been giving a big safety briefing, and apparently the water can be really deep, like up to here. So hopefully my cameras and the car keys aren't going to get wet, because that wouldn't be great, would it?
No.
We just walk through, right?
We just go up the river. It's so pretty here though, like what?
Can you hear all the noises around us?
Wow.
Feels like we're in the Amazon or something.
There's literally no one else around.
It just looks like it's about to get pretty deep. So we have taken off our tops, save them from getting wet, and I might even have to put my bag on my head, because this bit looks a little bit deep.
Oh, that is cold.
This is basically just full of cameras and the car keys. This is what I do for you guys to get the good shots. I'm guessing the only way to get through this is to swim. But we've also seen we might be able to climb over and round to avoid having to get completely wet, and probably have to leave our stuff here, because otherwise... There's a rope up there.
Ah, maybe that's the way.
Yeah.
He did say something about a rope.
Okay.
A little bit sketchier than I imagined, to be honest.
Yeah. A lot of things are very safe in Japan, but
not this.
They've gone fully out here. Right now it's not too rainy, so the water level is quite shallow here apparently, but during more rainstorms and stuff, apparently the water can go and you can get flash floods, so you've got to be very careful here. You might see sometimes little ropes you can do to escape when the flash floods come, if you did get caught here. I think we are nearly there. I can hear a big kind of pouring sound. It's been an adventure to get here. It's taken about 20-30 minutes, I think. I've forgotten the time we started. Oh wow, this is insane. What? Right, it's time we go in the waterfall. Here we go.
Oh, it's not too cold actually.
It's not too cold. It's refreshing after that crazy hike, hey? This is our first spot. Make sure you get out of the concrete jungle of Naha and go to somewhere like this. Woohoo! Taki!
Yeah, go for it. He's gonna jump. Woo! Ready? I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that, but it looks quite fun. Woo!
That is such a great waterfall to come visit. You can just swim around, you can go on those little rope swings, just be a little bit careful on them. And it's such an adventure to get here as well. This is the kind of stuff Amelia and I love to do, rather than just touristy cities, resorts, all that kind of thing. Whilst we drive up the coast, let's hear from the partner of today's video. If there's one thing we always need when traveling, it's a bag. I've had countless bags in the past 6 years of traveling, and when TomTok offered to send me one of their backpacks, I couldn't say no. This is the TomTok Navigator T66 travel backpack. perfect for carry-on, and TomTok have kindly partnered with us on today's video. The first thing I always look for in a backpack is a clamshell opening design. This makes it super easy to access all your stuff just like a suitcase. As you can see, there's room for a laptop and an iPad at the same time. And you also get 40 litres of space. So whether you're going on a city break or a backpacking trip, there is room for lots of stuff. The Navigator T66 has lots of easily accessible pockets, making it great to travel with, whether you're grabbing your passport, your power bank, and of course there's room for your water bottle as well. There's also a quick access pocket which allows you to access the larger section of the bag, so you can easily grab stuff when you need it. The backpack is built to last and super sustainable, made with YKK zippers and durable recycled fabric, made with PET plastic bottles. For any adventurer or traveller out there looking for the perfect carry-on backpack, or just looking for a travel gift, then I highly recommend checking out this bag, and I'll leave a link to this bag in the top line in the description.
We just stopped off at this beach that we saw on Google Maps. Apparently there might be some good snorkeling here.
This beach is just beautiful, and unlike the beaches down south, there's like, I don't know, a handful of people on this one. We've come on to this little rock thing just to get out the sun a little bit, but I've got to go straight in the water. Amelia's already in there. Fingers crossed we can see a turtle. It's not the clearest beach, I'll be honest, nothing like the Kerma Islands where we were there before, but I mean, there is no one else on here, and we did see a few fish.
We saw a few fish and I'm happy with that.
Let's jump back in the car and head further north. Oh, right, it is hot out there. Let's turn this AC on. And let's get on the road.
Oh, turn it up more. So we're just coming up to Olimi village, which is a blue zone. And if you've never heard of a blue zone before, there's this program on Netflix which explains way more about them. But they're basically regions of the world where people live longer and healthier lives on average. And although Olimi is a small little village, it's supposed to have a record number of people living over the age of 100 in Japan.
We couldn't find too much because obviously they're old people. They don't have like businesses set up to advertise their blue zone. But there is this little supermarket which we want to check out because apparently they have like, oh, forgot the key. Apparently they have like some juices and some cool things that they use for their diet. So this is the shikawuza, I think that's how you pronounce it. And this is a special fruit which is like really powerful. It's got like antioxidants in and all that kind of stuff. Okay, get one of these. Oh, so here we go. We found this tea, but there was lots of other interesting things in there, like what was it? Sweet potatoes.
Sweet potatoes. That's a big part of their diet here, I think.
Most part of their diet is actually plants. A lot of people think it's fish because we're surrounded by the ocean, but apparently, what was it? Like 90% was. Forgive me on the numbers, it was about 90% was actually plants, and then a small amount of fish and a very small amount of meat.
This is the shikawasha juice, which I think is a native plant to Okinawa, and this is made on the island. Let's give it a taste. Oh, that's lovely. That's really nice.
Is it?
It's quite like, just like almost a lemon juice, but it's really refreshing. It's also supposed to have some amazing benefits. It's anti-tumor, anti-cancer, and antioxidant, so it's really good for you.
Oh wow. Oh, that's really good.
Do you like it?
Yeah, but they must have added sugar or something.
So we're currently driving up right to the northern tip of the island, and it looks so magical on the way up. This coast is amazing.
It has just started raining out of nowhere, but the sun seems to be still out. There must be a rainbow somewhere. But no wonder it is so green everywhere because there's so much rain. We have just reached Cape Hedo. So this is the most northern point on the mainland of Okinawa Island. And this place looks beautiful. Look at the mountains we've got behind us. This could literally be Hawaii right now. It is so green, so beautiful, and there's hardly any people around compared to down south around Naha. There it is, the most northern point on Okinawa Island. Here we are. It's all in Japanese, but this is the most northern point on the island. Right now we're in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, and the water just looks insanely clear down there. Now we've reached the most northern point, we're going to try and head south down the east coast, because this coast is supposed to be the least touristy, the most rugged. So let's head down there and see what we find.
It's crazy to me that a minute ago we were literally just boiling in the sun, like we were sweating so much. We came in the car and suddenly we've driven not even 5 minutes and it's raining and it looks almost super moody outside. This weather is crazy.
We've been driving 20 minutes down the coast and I think we're going to try and access this beach, which looks pretty hard to get to. But I reckon we can probably get down here. What do you reckon?
I don't know, I don't see a gap anywhere.
So I'm hoping we can get through here. A little bit of a climb maybe. Oh
my gosh.
Mind these spiky bits, it's a little spiky.
Oh, that is a bit spiky.
Bit of a rope to climb down. But this place does not look like it's visited by many tourists. Here we are, a beach with no other tourists on it on the northern east side of the island. Amelia was wasting no time and has already gone in the sea, but I want to join her now because this looks incredible. How is it?
It's so nice, like the temperature is lovely, it's so clear, the view is beautiful, it's perfect. That is one of the coolest fish I've ever seen.
That is one of the weirdest fishes I've ever seen.
I'm not even 100% sure it's a fish.
Surely, what else it is? It's in the ocean.
I don't know, but that is one funky looking fish.
So if you didn't know, the US military actually have 32 bases in all of Okinawa, the whole like province area, but they also a lot on this island right here. And apparently there's actually 80,000 Americans living here and 30,000 American military actually operating here. So that was probably them just doing like a little drill or something, or just practicing. If you are exploring more of Okinawa, do come to this beach, but just be warned, there's a lot of plastic and stuff everywhere. But when you come to more natural beaches in the world, that's just what it's like now.
As we're getting a bit hungry now, we were just trying to look for a restaurant, and this is like the closest one for at least 40 minutes. So I guess we're going to try and give it a go. I do feel like we're kind of in the middle of nowhere right now.
Right, it says come in, we're open, so I'm guessing they do some food. Look at this place. Hello.
I have honestly no idea where we've walked into, but it's just kind of one big table. It's quite like eclectic, there's lots of different stuff going on. I think we've just ordered some kind of set, but we'll see.
Look at all these incredible things they've got. And it's just so flipping cute, isn't it?
I know, I love it.
The people here are so friendly as well. It's definitely being here, you know, a few days, like, you just tell how lovely the people are. Obviously they are in mainland Japan as well, but especially in Okinawa, they just seem super more friendly.
Arigato. Wow.
That looks amazing. Look how much food we've got.
This looks so good. I don't even know where to start.
And this is Okinawa soba we've got a soba set, so I think this is some pork, noodles, we've got sashimi, so some raw fish, we've got this little jelly, and then tempura, like vegetables, I think. The noodles are actually like buckwheat flour, which is supposed to be like even healthier than ramen, but they also taste incredible.
Here in Okinawa, they have a rule where they only eat till they're 80% full, so not till they're completely stuffed, like most of us do in the West. It's called harahachi bunmi. I obviously can't pronounce that very well, but yeah, that's an important thing here.
Guys, you have to come to this restaurant. Honestly, that food was so good and also really affordable. It was only 900 yen each. Not too bad, is it?
It's a bit of a wild road out here. We have just arrived at a lighthouse. This is kind of cool. You have to see this, come on.
What is that? Oh wow! That looks like paradise right there.
Look how blue that water is.
That is insane. So there is a really cool beach down here which looks insane on Google Maps, but we can't seem to find any way to get down there other than like walking all the way along the beach and then like around the rocks. So unfortunately we're not going to be able to get to it. Every time we get back in the car it is so refreshing because the AC is really nice in here and it's flipping hot outside, isn't it?
It's boiling, like it's so hot.
This is where we are staying, and honestly, this place is absolutely insane. Look at this thing. It's basically like an old, like I don't know, old building which has been converted, and they've done it in such a cool style. Like in a lot of places in Japan, they've got the beds on the floor, but then they've also got this incredible like seating area, and there is so much space here. They also upgraded us for free, which was really cool because this room wasn't taken. So we've got a slightly bigger room, and it's only costing about 50 USD per night, which for Japan is obviously a very good value, especially for how big the room is. They've also got like loads of games on the bottom floor, so you can play ping pong, you can play like snooker, you can do your laundry, you can cook, all that kind of stuff. So it's not just a hotel, it's like a beautiful big hostel. So yeah, highly recommend coming up here and staying in this place.
We loved our time here in Okinawa. Unfortunately, we were only here for 2 days, but I'm sure we'll be back in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next video.
Let's do the Taki Dam.